Welcome back to the rest of the story. I'm waiting for the feed mill to get filled up. If you guys can hear it running, maybe. But I figured this would be an appropriate time for another equipment update video. It is spring. Planting season is getting awfully close. The grain drill is done. I don't have any footage of finishing it up, but it is all plumbed up. It is ready to go. All we have to do is quite literally dump grain or seed in it and plant. It's going to be largely used for new seeding, but we do have, I'd say, maybe 2 to 3 acres of new waterways we want to put in. New hoses, new down hoses for the hay seed. I did bust a sprocket off the other side. Somebody was commenting that this is in worse condition than my grandpa's grain drill. It is not. It is in the exact same condition as my grandpa's grain drill, slightly better, if I do say so myself. It's a little bit more, a little sturdier, I think is the best way to say it. Grandpa's grain drill had, since it was new, it was pulled over. I wouldn't even begin to tell you how many acres it was pulled over. The 7600 is not going to be on this grain drill this spring. I'm not saying it'll never, in the history of this farm or in the future of this farm, ever be put on the 7600 to seed anything down. That would be a lie, because the 76 has no reason why it can't pull it. But the 4020 is what will be pulling this grain drill for the foreseeable future, simply because 76 is overkill. The 4020 is what my dad, for the most part, used for seeding down when we were milking in the past. And the 7600 is already earmarked to go on the harrow. The 8235, and quite honestly, the 46 back there, if you can see it, could end up on the disc. I have no idea right now. We were just discussing the other day if we're gonna use the 630 disc or the VT. Both of them will do a great job. The only reason that I'm kind of leaning towards the 630 is that I have some waterways I want to tear up, and I do know for a fact how some of the waterways are a ways away from home. I can get away with putting the 630 on my 7600, and I can skedaddle up to the next farm, because that farm in particular is about 10 miles away, and I don't want to have to drag the 8235 up there just to do, and shall I say, literally just to drop the disc in the ground 3, maybe 4 times and drive 10 miles back home. We haven't priced having to replace any of these tires on it. Of the tires that are on it, the front tires are the ones that will have to get replaced first. These in particular, the ones that are running on the road, or at least the front tires on the road over here, are starting to get chewed up a little bit more, I am noticing. But we have a ways to go yet before we have to replace them. The corn planter has not been touched yet. We haven't had a chance to do it. You guys saw just the other day, last night it should be, that we cut a bunch of brush out. I haven't taken the time to go down with the Bobcat and clean them up yet. The ground is wet. It's not muddy, but it's soft. I believe a lot of my farm reviewers know exactly what that means, where we can get out and do stuff. I could take the skid steer across that field and get away with it, but if you start doing too much turning, sliding with a skid steer in particular, skid steers in dirt love to tear it up and to dig it up, and that's really not what I want to do. I don't want to create a whole lot of compaction along that fence row if I can get away from it. So that is why I'm waiting for the ground to dry up. It would probably take me a few hours, maybe a day, because once I get down there with the skid steer and the grapple, I could easily find a day's worth of stuff to do as far as moving brush and cleaning stuff and literally just destroying stuff. Sometimes that's just what the pastures need every once in a while. You just need to go in with no really regard as to what you tear up or tear out as far as brush, and just dig it up. Spring cleaning has to hit here yet. I haven't taken the time to basically just throw the garbage out. I mean, it's piled up. We just got to take it out and burn it, or take it to the road. But overall, Spring is creeping up on us yet. I would really like to get some fences checked. Granted, even if I don't get everything checked before planting, I would like to get the majority of them checked, and we're gonna start walking back out and checking this. Typically in the past, there's been multiple years in the past where I've been done doing fencing, checking fence by the 1st of April. This year is not going to be it, but oh well. It's the ground's getting firm enough out, we can get away with start getting out and doing stuff and checking stuff. This is what we're watching right now. I'm only about 1/3 the way full, but I gotta go in and check it, so more to come. So until tomorrow, until next time, take care, take it easy, keep in touch. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.